How do you mime croissant? Yeah, it's a lot of this. I think this is happening a lot.
Welcome to Highly Questionable. That's Domonique Foxworth. That's Mina Kimes. One of them is a mime. Let's get started.
Mima Kimes?
No.
Ooh.
No.
Doesn't even
Yes,
that doesn't
maybe.
even rhyme.
Maybe.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Rhyme? Why does that have to rhyme?
Why are you speaking?
Should the Cowboys trade up for Kyle Pitts so Jerry Jones can dream of visions of sugar plums?
It has been an exciting year. In which Jerry Jones upstaged a quote by Domonique Foxworth in which he carpet F-bombed Jerry Richardson by saying something about owls bleeping chickens. And so now, a week ahead of the NFL draft, he says this.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm excited to have you come into this league, and man, what a pair up we could do with old Dak Prescott, some of those guys that we've got out there with options to get you the ball, so we can dream of visions of sugar plums around here.
What?
Old Dak Prescott. I love that the Cowboys released this video. I didn't even know we were doing that. Like, you can just release tape of job interviews now.
Yeah.
And so the Cowboys put this up. And I guess sorry to anybody who gets drafted by the Cowboys because they're not going to get Kyle Pitts, right? At number 10, he's not even going to fall to them. That's not even realistic.
No.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, unless they figure out some sort of trade-up situation, and obviously this is not who they need. Like, they have plenty of options. CeeDee Lamb slid to him last year, and they got a pass catcher there. This is not what they need, but I did notice that he said visions of sugar plums, which I don't even know what that is. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know exactly how that works out. And also, I think he suggested that Dak Prescott is not the only quarterback they have, because he said, we're going to pair you up with Dak Prescott and all these other options to get you the ball. Like, who else is playing quarterback? Didn't you just pay this man a king's ransom to play quarterback, but now someone else is going to throw it?
I believe visions of sugar plums comes from like 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the house, not a creature with, you guys know
Stirring,
the
yes.
poem. Yeah, and I don't know why Jerry Jones' brain went there. I do know why he is fantasizing about Kyle Pitts, because it's Jerry Jones. Of course he's fantasizing about Kyle Pitts. And of course they would have to trade up to get him, Pablo. I have to admit, part of me kind of wants to see that. Like, adding Kyle Pitts to that offense would be like pouring gasoline on a fire. It would be insane. But we also kind of saw that last year before Dak Prescott got hurt. That offense was putting up nearly 40 points a game, and they were still losing because on the other side of the ball, the defense was also a fire, but of the dumpster variety. They have holes at literally every level that they still need to address in the draft. So again, the football geek in me kind of wants to see what that would look like. Kyle Pitts and CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper, but it would be insanely irresponsible, which means Jerry Jones would never do it.
Does Tom Brady sound like a crotchety old man for criticizing the NFL's new number rule?
So the NFL has a new number hierarchy. There was a caste system before where only quarterbacks and kickers and punters could have single digits, those coveted of all the numbers. But now, like, anybody can get them, it seems like. Running backs, for instance, and defensive backs could only have 20 to 49 before. But now everybody is getting into everybody else's numbers. And so this is what Tom Brady is saying on Instagram. And he is passionate about this. Good luck trying to block the right people now, 4 exclamation points. Going to make for a lot of bad football screenshot. And then he also has just like, there it is, dumb in giant text. Why not let the linemen wear whatever they want to? Why have numbers? Just have colored jerseys. Why not wear the same number? ... Again, dumb at NFL, at NFLPA. And I have never seen Tom Brady be this passionate about anything in recorded history. So is he being an old fuddy-duddy? Yes, but also clearly he's kind of terrified by this, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady is 43 years old. His edge in football is his mental mastery of the game, his ability to diagnose defenses pre and post snap. And even losing this tiny edge terrifies him, but I think it's notable that everyone else seems cool with it. Like, I haven't seen any other quarterbacks complaining about it. And look, I understand being set in your ways and averse to change. Like every time Gmail does a slight update, I'm like, I can't use this.
Yes.
And then a few days pass and I get used to it. If I can get used to Gmail updates, 43-year-old Tom Brady can get used to identifying a mic with a single digit.
What if this was the key to his success all along? What if he comes out and becomes the 6th-round pick that he was always meant to be, just because there's a guy with a number 2 playing cornerback out there, or there's a 15 in the linebacker spot and he's just all thrown off? Like, I hope that's what happens, because this does seem ridiculous. If they were wearing the same numbers, which they do sometimes in college, they're duplicate numbers on certain teams, I could understand him saying, good luck blocking the wrong guy, or let's figure out how this works, because we knew that 22 was supposed to be over there, but now there are 2 of them. But no, all you have to do is look at the roster before the game. You know what their numbers are. You know where they're going to be. Like, it's not like they're going to be changing jerseys at halftime. Like, he understands football at a level that I don't, obviously, but I can't wrap my head around how this would at all be a challenge for his offense to know who to block. You're going to have a blitzer coming in. He's like, oh, but his number is wrong. Let's all get out the way and let him hit Tom. Like, it's just not going to happen.
I love that theory, Domonique. I love that a genie came and met Tom Brady and he was like, I will make you the greatest quarterback in the world because you will be able to memorize all of the numbers of all the jerseys, but only as they exist under this current NFL uniform rule.
Can I just say while we're piling on Tom Brady, I think he unintentionally revealed something else with those IG posts, which is he clearly doesn't write everything else he does on social media. Because normally his tweets and his Instagrams are really like witty and calm and cool and collected. And this one was like, dumb, angry,
There's like a typo in there. Yeah.
That's Tom Brady. That's the real Tom Brady posted those IG stories.
Up next on HQ.
Pablo, do you know Cristiano Ronaldo's number?
Oh, I'm gonna guess 5.
No. It's 12, obviously, just like Tom Brady.
See, Domonique, you can fool me in football, but I just heard you call Juventus Joventos, as if it was an old person candy that you'd find in a pocket at church.
Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Do you question if Ronaldo is too handsome for the wall?
I don't in general, because I assume he's too handsome for everything. But let's go to the Serie A, where he's doing stuff.
He's not doing stuff, actually, is the problem.
Not doing enough, it turns out.
Look at his face.
Protecting the moneymaker very conspicuously. I don't think there's any way around that. I don't blame him for doing it, because obviously Cristiano Ronaldo with a busted face is no Cristiano Ronaldo that I know. So,
I don't know who their manager is, but it seems like poor strategy. Like, you don't have your quarterback running down on kickoff. Like, why in the world would you ask Cristiano Ronaldo to be in the wall? Like, maybe he could be the lay down guy in the back. He could be one of these other side guys.
Wait, can we focus in on the lay down guy for a second? Because that's a great observation. A guy, the opposite of Cristiano Ronaldo on the org chart, is just horizontal in case that ball wants to hit any part of him.
You said, by the way, Pablo, we don't know Cristiano Ronaldo when he's not handsome. We do. We have seen that. Can we pull up the classic Cristiano Ronaldo? So that's what Lee looks like if he lets the ball hit him in the face. Okay? That's what he's trying to avoid. This nightmarish situation. No one should be angry at him for not wanting to look like that.
What's sad is that I think I'm the only person at ESPN probably who went and visited that statue in person. And it was, obviously that's a brag. It's an amazing trip to Madeira, the island off the coast of Morocco. But more than that, I was also informed that Cristiano Ronaldo didn't like that statue to the degree that he had a replacement one, which I didn't know about. But you can tell that he's very proud of it.
Is
Why,
he
Pablo?
wearing a shirt?
Yeah, let's focus on the shirt.
Also,
No. Why, Pablo? Why?
Stop zooming in.
Pablo, do you know Cristiano Ronaldo's number?
I'm I'm gonna guess 5.
Oh, no. It's 12, obviously, just like Tom Brady.
See, Domonique, you can fool me in football, but I just heard you call Juventus Joventos, as if it was an old person candy that you'd find in a pocket in church.
I'd like to formally apologize to all my fellow footy fans watching the show right now for the cretins that I share the screen with who know nothing about the beautiful game. Unlike
I know
Mwah.
Hold
I
on.
know plenty. Let's have a beautiful game off.
Wait, Domonique, it feels like Mina's about to throw a penalty flag at us.
I was waiting for someone to make that joke.
Wait a minute, yellow card. It's not penalty flags, it's cards. I think I know because I too am a soccer expert.
Do you question if this son should be grateful for his dad's effort?
Let's go out to the Reds and the Diamondbacks,
Yes,
where a
it should
baseball
be.
game
The
is
answer is
underway.
always yes. Be grateful for your father's effort.
This is a swing and a drive.
Oh,
Castellanos.
oh,
Where's the little kid? Where's the son? Oh no.
oh.
I mean, you gotta at least like give your dad a hug or thank him for trying,
Yes,
right? Like
he needs
he
it.
put his life in jeopardy. Like I don't know, I wouldn't have done that.
Rows. He fell 3 rows.
Here's the problem. It's not that he fell. It's that he was trying to hold the nachos at the same time. And this is honestly a problem that constantly arises in the stands with these fans. They try to hold the nachos and catch the ball at the same time. You are not athletes, okay? Just drop the nachos and catch the ball, or keep the nachos and don't go for the ball. You cannot do both.
Wait a minute. You're implying that Domonique could do that? I don't think anybody could do that. That's insanely hard.
It's
Like
not that
an
hard.
athlete, I think no person should be expected to do that at all.
To hold something and catch. Like I believe you both could hold something and catch. I think the problem is that these people are further from not athletes than most people would consider. Like there is a level of hand-eye coordination that I think an average person has that you should be able to hold something in one hand.
Rerack this video.
and catch
Rerack
with
this
the
video.
other
Let's
hand.
evaluate the athletic approach here, because I think there is a technique.
See,
Like that's a pretty good first
yeah.
move. And,
No,
and I
it's
think
not.
it's just
He's going downhill. In what universe does that work out in his favor?
Do you question if this is the greatest kung fu master you've ever seen?
If this is the Kung Fu master I'm thinking of, don't worry, America. I know you're complaining. Not enough Asian people on Highly Questionable today. Let's fix that. Yep, we know this guy.
Iron Crotch.
Wow.
Oh my
Iron
God.
Crotch Kung Fu master. Just
Oh my God.
proving that name at every possible opportunity.
The incredible testicular fortitude.
It's a gang of them.
So he has topped this. Let's find out how.
Wait, what? What's going on here?
You got some sort of rig.
What
It's
is
tight.
going on here?
Oh, he's pulling the bus with
He's
Is
towing
you know
a
what?
bus.
Yep, with his iron crotch. I mean, this is a thing that lots of people have gathered to observe.
Holy smokes. Is it, do we know it's tight? I mean,
Yes, that's.
I
I mean,
mean-
Mina, you are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Is if you want to be the iron crotch person, like, I feel like we need some more evidence that you're actually doing the things you
He's-
say you're doing.
I-
Like, he's
Wait a
got
minute,
his
why
hands-
is a guy taking a phone call? that guy, yo, wait a minute. This guy is pulling a bus with his crotch, and that guy got a call and turned away. Let me call you back. Just watching a dude pull a giant bus with his groin.
I mean,
BRB.
he's trying to get you to believe that's what he's doing, but
no.
I mean, you got to lift up the shirt. You got to lift up the shirt.
This is not okay, Domonique.
You want full credit.
This is not
You got to
okay.
lift up the shirt. What do you mean it's not
What
okay?
else does he need to do? Did you watch the first video? You're doubting
Again,
that this guy will
again.
endanger his iron crotch?
That might be like a cup situation. We got pants on. I don't actually know what's going on. I need more evidence. You don't get the nickname Iron
So-
Crotch without proving it.
Basically, Domonique is asking if he can actually drive stick.
That was A long way to go, Mina. A long way to go.
Tonight on ESPN, Nuggets and Warriors.
This is a meaningful game. Steph Curry is somehow in the MVP race, has climbed into the top three, like presumptive medal stand of MVP contenders. He plays Nikola Jokic tonight. And here is Steph telling Rex Chapman on Rex Chapman's show who should win this thing.
Real quick, are you the MVP this year?
I mean, I gotta be.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I probably won't get it, but I get
What?
whatever.
No, don't say that.
Keep
We're
going
putting it
like
out
this,
there.
and that nobody will be able to.
I'm just
You
setting.
keep
I
this
like,
going,
I like
it's
to be
over.
dramatic sometimes, so I'm just setting the table.
I know you do.
So I was going to go into my whole Joel Embiid thing, but I heard Mina Kimes squeal yes, as if she wasn't like rooting for James Harden for MVP for like all of the, was it 3 weeks almost you've been a Nets fan, Mina? So are you intrigued?
It's been 2 months, first of all. Second of all, I don't actually think Steph Curry should be the MVP, but the casualness with which you dismissed him even being in the conversation, the man is putting together like one of the all-time great seasons, Pablo.
Yes,
what are you
he's
doing,
great.
man? Like, come on.
I'm caring about defense. No one, I mean,
Oh.
Domonique, on this level, you must be intrigued by what I'm saying because Joel Embiid plays defense. Jokic is okay on defense. Steph, okay on defense. That dude, two-way player, terrific. That's my MVP. Are you intrigued? I ask you again.
That's a fine question, but that's not the question the producers asked in the first place. It's about the game tonight. Yes, I am intrigued about the game tonight because Steph feels like must-see television at this point in his career. And since he thinks he's the MVP, he's going to take it up another level against Jokic. But of course, I don't believe Steph is legitimately in the MVP conversations. I think Jokic is probably going to get it. But your argument for Embiid matters a little bit. I like it. It's a good argument. Defense, but also playing a lot more games would probably help him. And hitting that full court touchdown pass, that might have got him the trophy if that would have gone in.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that should count. That should have counted for points, by the way. Like that should be a rule change. If a missed shot is that cool, you should get fractional points.
Pablo, what's Joel
Yes.
Embiid's number?
Joel Embiid's number. That's a great question, Charlie Kravitz, and I'm so glad you asked it. I believe his number is 20.
So, Pablo, do you really have this trouble? Like with all sports, you don't know any players'
I
numbers?
am the opposite of Tom Brady. I'm not kidding. I don't pay attention to
Can we
numbers
just play
all.
a game? Can we
Wait,
just play
yeah,
a
let's
game?
just keep asking. Okay,
Uh,
Matt Stafford.
Oh, of course I don't know that. I don't know. 5?
okay, all right. Let's go with Joe Montana.
10?
Ken Griffey Jr. This one you must know.
25.
I know that, and I don't even like baseball.
Why do people pay attention to numbers at all? It is Friday afternoon. That was highly questionable. Domonique Foxworth has an excellent piece on Richard Sherman on ESPN.com right now. Mina Kimes, she will be, I believe, at Foot Locker until 5 p.m. today, so go catch her.
Those are horizontal, though. The Foot Locker is vertical stripes.
That's a great point, Dominique. That's a great point. Clearly, Pablo hasn't bought sneakers to exercise in a while.
I haven't bought in anything because bought in isn't a word.
I was going to let her slide. Mina is obviously a mime, which means words not really her thing.
Wait a minute. Wait, Mina, what was your screen name in high school? Because I assume it was SAT 1580 Mina Kimes.
It was Soccer Mina 5 because unlike some people on this panel, I played a varsity sport in high school.
And had to put it at the front of your screen name. Soccer Mina 5. I mean, Domonique, were you football Foxworth 69 or something? Because that feels like how this should go if you're an athlete, it turns out.
I was NFL bound 36.
I'm sorry.
Say what?
Wait.